Okay, hey everyone, my name is Chase, and I will be ranking all the figures from Skylanders, except for the legendaries. I guess I haven't looked at the full list, but we got a lot of figures here today, and including reposes and elites, including the 4 guest characters, and so let's get started. Okay, first up we have Airstrike. Nice. Design looks cool. Gameplay is a little weak. It's a little slow, but it does come with a level that's pretty good. So I'm gonna place Airstrike in the great category. Airstrike's figure design looks really cool. His attacks are good. His Sky Chi is meh. But I don't know what his Soul Gem does, but I'm pretty sure it does good. Anyways, I also go in the great category. Anchors Away Gilgrant. Series 3 Gilgrant, he looks amazing. His design looks cool, and Wow Power does some great damage, and I'm just gonna place him in the amazing category. This might be a little weird for me to say, but Astro Blast is really good, but he's not the best, though he's not bad. His attacks are good, his design looks cool, so I'm also gonna put him in the great category. Bad Juju's up, and her design looks cool. Her attacks are great. Her gameplay is good, and she gets faster if she just stands still or something. So I'm also placed her in the amazing category. Aurora, they completely, even though Aurora is Eon's niece, they completely failed with her. The design looks okay, but her gameplay is not at chief, so the meh category is where she's going. Barbella's design looks cool. Her attacks are okay. Her gameplay is pretty good. And her Sky Chi does a lot of damage, so I'm going to place her in the average category. Barkley is the mini version of T-Rex. His design looks cool. His attacks are similar to T-Rex's. I'm going to place him in the phenomenal category, because he still reminds me of T-Rex at the end of the day. Bash's design looks great. His attacks are awesome. And his Soul Gem gives him a new look. So, the God category. Series 2 Bash is also in the going into the God category. So, I just love everything about Bash. Batspin is up, and her design looks cool, but her gameplay is not at chief. I've heard some stuff saying that she's a little slow, but still worth it. I wouldn't say actually worth it. But her Soul Gem's not bad, though. So I place her in the okay category. Big Bane Trigger Happy is up, and he's like Trigger Happy, but his Wow Pow and Swap Force is hold down the first button, the button you trigger your first attacks with. Hold that down and hit the secondary attack. Him summons a giant rocket, which will do some solid damage to enemies. I'm gonna place him in the. I don't know. His design looks great, so I'm gonna put him in the great category. Big Bubble Pop Fizz is up, and yeah, they also kind of failed with him. I honestly wish he was better. I'm putting in the trash category. Design looks weird. His gameplay is not it. Blackout is up, and I gotta say, I don't know, great design. His gameplay is pretty good. It's that one glitch that kind of breaks the game. But if you do that one glitch, you're automatically invincible until you take Blackout off the portal. Place him in the phenomenal category. Blades is up, and his gameplay is really good. No, but my only complaint about him is that he cannot fly. But his attacks do make up for it. So I'm gonna place him in the God category. Blastermine is up, and despite looking like despite Blastermine looking like a big looking like chaos. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Anyways, despite Blastermine looking like chaos, his attacks are not it, Chief. They also completely failed with this one. So, trash category. Blastatron is beyond God. So, I love everything about this robot. His attacks are awesome. His design looks awesome. His Sky Chi is awesome. Everything about him is just freaking awesome. Blast Zone is up, and his bottom path is his bottom's fast, and his top it does a lot of good damage. I love the design. I love how the third attack is you just spitting out fire, using your breath mouth as a flamethrower like Sunburn. No, all in all, he's going in the amazing category. Blizzard Chill is up, and she actually looks pretty good. And her wow pow is good. Design looks good. Her gameplay is similar to Chill, so let's place her in the amazing category. Bone Bash Roll Brawl is up, and despite stealing that repost from Chop Chop, she's actually pretty solid. Her attacks are good. Her vehicle looks cool. And she has a really, really great design. So, amazing character. Oh, reminds me, speaking of designs, in this video, I will be talking about the Skylanders figure design, gameplay, attacks, soul gem moves, and wow pows. Wow pows for the reposes, gameplay for the other Skylanders, and Sky Chi for the senseis. Boom Bloom is up, and despite her being Dr. Crankcase's created daughter, they did not do a good job with her. Though the design looks great, and the level she came with a level Enchanted Elven Forest, I think. It was actually pretty good, so I'm just gonna place her in the okay category. Plus, her Sky Chi is actually not bad. Despite Boomer looking like a redneck troll, he's actually pretty amazing. But I like how his third attack is just him leaving bombs everywhere. I'm gonna place him in the gray category. And plus his design looks cool. Boom Jet is up, and he's done a pretty good job when it comes to clutch ambush situations. His design looks cool. His top is cool. His bottom's really good. And his gameplay is really, really great. So I'm gonna place him in the great category as well. Bop is up, and he's really similar to Bash. So I'm gonna place him in the God category because his attacks are a little similar to Bash's. Bouncer's going straight into Beyond God. I mean, that's how you do a rope. That's how you do a giant. Well, I do one of these giants. Breeze is up and I'm sorry. Next up we have Breeze and Mike. She looks a little cute. Not gonna lie. Not in that type of way. I think she looks really good. Forget what I said. Anyways, her design looks cool. Breeze's attacks are similar to Whirlwind's. So I wonder if she still I wonder if Breeze has the Soul Gem Whirlwind has. I'm pretty sure she does. So, oops. Either way, amazing category. Buckshot is up, and despite him being trapped in a maze, they completely failed with him. His design's okay though. Yeah, his figure design looks pretty good, but gameplay is not good. He's really slow. It's a little slow. His Skychi is not all that. So the meh category. Bumble Blast, Beyond God. How could you deny this guy? Bushwhack is up, and he's gotten me through a lot of clutch situations. His design is really cool. If you choose the right path for Bushwhack, you're in good shape. I mean, you're in good hands. I'm sorry. So I'm going to place him in the God category. Plus, his Soul Gem's really good. Camo is up, and he's not bad, but he's pretty good. Design looks good. His Soul Gem's really good. And he's a little slow paced, but his jump in Swap Force through Imagineers makes up for it. So the good category it is. Honestly, I used to like Chain Reaction, but he's kind of fallen off on me now. Design looks pretty cool. His gameplay is not all that bad, and he's pretty slow. So I'm gonna place him in the average category. But his Skychi is not really bad though. His Skychi is not bad. Like Chilla's up, and I gotta say, she looks really, really cool. I like how I think that Javalanche glows. I don't really have this figure, but she looks really, really amazing. Compared to Chill and Blizzard Chill, so amazing category for both of them. I love both of their designs. They're both really cool. And she's really fast paced too. I like that. Choppy Mage is up, and the moment I found out he was gonna be a bazooka, I was not really happy. Actually, a little surprised, but I was asking myself, why is he a bazooka? He's literally got a staff. Anyways, he's a little slow, but his bazooka actually does some solid damage. His Soul Gem's really good though. So is his Skychi, so the great category it is. I'm just gonna put Chop Chop in the God category. His design's really, really good. Series 2, Chop Chop's Wow Power is phenomenal. It gets the job done. Sorry. I really love his design. I still wish he got that Supercharger repose. Chopper is up, and I've seen his gameplay. It looks pretty solid. His design looks really cool. And his attacks are really solid, does really solid damage to enemies. And his soul jump's pretty good, so place him in the phenomenal category. She had some backstory though. I know I read the backstory, but it was kind of a little weird. But they completely fit. They kind of failed with her. Her attacks don't even do that much damage. Her design looks okay though. She's a little fast paced, but her Sky G's not bad. I'm gonna place her in the average category. Cobra Kadabra is up next, and I think mostly everyone has his Kane variant because excuse me. Sorry, that was a little rude of me. Anyways, because I believe his regular variant was hard to find in stores, but I've seen his gameplay. It's really good. His design looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna place him in. The great category. Countdown is up, and this is the only Skylander I'm missing from the Tech Element Swap Force. Anyways, his design looks really cool. His attacks are okay. His soul gem's really good. So I'm also placing him in the great category. Crash Bandicoot is up next, and they did not do a good job with him. He's a little fast. He's like at a medium pace when it comes to speed. They didn't do a really good job. They did not do a good job with his attacks. His Sky G's not all that, but his soul gem's not bad though. I'm actually gonna place him in the okay category because the Wumpa Islands level was actually really good. Crusher's attacks are okay. They're not the best. He's really slow. But I like how he turns enemies into stone. I'm also gonna put him in the average category. Series 2 Cinder is up, and this is Series 2 Cinder is up, but her WoW PAL is a little weird for some reason. And her design looks pretty cool. I like how she just looks like a gargoyle, just like one of those statue gargoyles people used to have, or castles had back in the day. So I'm gonna just place her in the good category. Regular Cinder is up, and this is surprisingly better than Series 2 Cinder. I don't know what the heck I'm saying, but her design looks really cool. And yeah. I'll probably place her in the great category. I'm sorry if it doesn't make any sense to you guys. Deep Dive Gilgrunt is up next, and this is the only Series 5. This is the only Skylander that had a Series 5 out of all of the series. His design looks cool. He's a little slow, but his attacks do make up for it. I'm gonna place him in the amazing category. Deja Vu is up, and I gotta say, she looks pretty cool. Design looks cool. Her gameplay is pretty good. A little slow, but Soul Gem does make up for it, so average category. Dino Rain is the only Skylander I don't have out of the original 32. I've seen his gameplay. His attacks are really good. His design looks cool. It's a little slow. I mean, but attacks do make up for it, so I'm going to place him in the amazing category. Despite him being despite Diveclaw's being Eyeball's brother, but he's actually really good. His secondary attack is really good and really useful in situations, but he's very slow. Diveclaws is very slow, and his first attack doesn't really do much. We'll place him in the good category. Doomstone's up, and I love his design. He's a little slow though. But his attacks do make up for it. We'll place him in the great category. Double Dare Trigger Happy is up, and this is gonna be surprising come from me, but he's better than this Trigger Happy is better than the original one. I mean, I love his design. The same speed pace as regular Trigger Happy. But I like how he's like a daredevil and everything. I'm going to place him in the phenomenal category. Series 2 Double Trouble is up, and I gotta say, I really love this. I really love his design. I like how his Wow Pow is... I like how his Wow Pow is Triple Trouble. And it did a really great for the mobile games. The Skylanders mobile games after a Giant's release, they just used his Spyro's Adventure design for the Royal variant. Anyway, he's going into the God category along with regular Double Trouble. I also love regular Double Trouble's Series 1 design. It's like everything. He's actually really useful in PvP, aka battle mode. Anyways, Series 2 Drill Sergeant is up, and I gotta say, I love his design. A little slow, like regular Drill Sergeant. I mean, his Wow Pow gives his cannon a new look, which is actually really amazing. So, phenomenal category for both of them. Dr. Crankcase is up, and I gotta say, they actually did a pretty good job with him. I like how they made him a quick shot. I love his Skychi. He does a lot of damage to enemies. His Soul Gem does some decent damage. His design looks really cool. So, phenomenal category for this one. Dr. Neo Cortex is up, and I gotta say, he's actually pretty better than Crash Bandicoot. But I don't like how they made him into a sorcerer. But he's literally holding a gun, aka blaster. He's a little slow, but his a little hoverboard makes up for it, so I'm gonna place him in the great category. Plus, his design looks pretty cool. Drobit is actually similar. Drobit's attacks are similar to Drobot's in a similar way or something. I have Drobit, and he looks pretty darn cute. Phenomenal category for both Drobit and Lightcore Drobot. Oh yeah, this design on Lightcore Drobot looks really amazing. All of Drobots going into the phenomenal category. I love the design on a Series 1 Drobot and Series 2 Drobot. Doombug is up, and they completely failed with him. He's not all that great. He's very slow. The design looks meh. Either way, he's going to the trash category. Echo is up next, and I don't have her, but I love her design, and I've seen her gameplay looks pretty good. So I'm gonna place her in the good category. Alrighty, and part 2 will be tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.